Today is Wednesday, July 7th, and wait, no, just kidding. Today is Tuesday, July 6th, and today I did back squat fives, overhead press fives, dumbbell bench press, Bulgarian split squats, and back extensions. Same exercises and same, set/rep structure as last week, except with loads pushed slightly. And starting with these back squats were not great, at least compared to last week. Last week was my back squat felt the best that it has in a long time. So last week I hit 178, I believe, for the top set, and I felt really strong, and I would have probably called it like maybe RPE 8, maybe RPE 7. So I guess that would make it 7.5. And I think it might have something to do, especially with back squats, because it's like it's the lift where I load the most absolute weight, at least out of the things that I'm doing currently. And that probably requires the most amount of like sleep/energy/food, like is probably the most dependent on that. I don't know if that's true, but that's my guess, given that these went so poorly compared to last week, which last week was at 178, which is like 392. So this is only like 3 pounds above last week. And this felt terrible, was very hard, and was very ugly. Like right there was so much lateral movement that I literally had to take a step forward. Not great. Yep, fourth rep, very hard. I guess it is slow, but it doesn't look as slow on video as it felt. That one definitely, you can tell that it was incredibly hard. But yeah, I was obviously not very happy with this. So back to what I was saying. So like last week when I hit my back squats, it was at like 2 p.m. Whereas the last few sessions before that and this session were all sort of done immediately after I woke up. And I was pretty sleepy / pretty tired. That sounds like excuses, but that's just sort of context, I guess. I'm not saying that that's what's to blame. It's just sort of the correlation, I suppose, that I've been seeing. But in any case, that doesn't necessarily make me feel any better about how these went, because they were hard. Even these downsets at 355, which are usually like paperweight to me, were feeling pretty hard. Probably had a lot to do with the fact that 395 like burned me to a crisp. Like that being the reason why these 355s were hard. But in any case, at this point, it was just sort of like, all right, let's just get through these. Let's just put in the headphones and put in the work and just like make it out on the other side. And then here for this downset, I was like, I realized I've been walking it out onto the platform, like that huge distance, when I realized like, okay, I'm probably not going to fail at 355. So I figured it'd be fine to squat on the safety, above the, what are they called? Safety rails? No, that's not what they're called. The safeties. Yeah. But yeah, that's how squat went. But overhead press actually was pretty solid, actually, especially compared to last week. So last week it was like, oh, my back squats were really solid, but my overhead press was pretty lackluster. But I feel like I'm getting a better hang of that sort of idea of maintaining my center of gravity under the bar, like at the bottom having my hips very forward and leaning way back, and then at the top having my hips back, and sort of making that shift halfway up. And if done right, according to Aaron, it should help a lot, and it's already helped me a lot. But I feel like there's still room for me to do it more efficiently, and I feel like today I took a step in that direction. I think 165, which is what I hit for the top set, which is more than what I hit last week, 165 is my best set of 5, I believe. And I think I still have some room in the tank, maybe 5 pounds, like 170 or something like that. But, but yeah, these felt pretty solid. I mean, yeah, I've had grindier overhead press reps for sure. And so that's sort of what the marker is for me. That tells me that I have a little bit of room left in the tank, but it might be dependent on how, or it probably definitely will be dependent on how well I'm able to execute technique-wise on that particular day. But in any case, I think that means I am capable of, at least capable of doing a little bit more than 165. Will the opportunity present itself before this meet? I am unsure, but it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. I don't super care about, like, I guess I'm trying to find a better way to phrase this. I'm not trying to say that I don't care, but I just don't particularly care a lot about my overhead press strength or anything like that. But yeah, that's how that went. And so to have one thing go well when the back squats did not go that well felt good for sure. And then I moved on to accessories, same as usual. And then killed my lower back with this genius back extension DIY. But yeah, so that's how today went. We'll see you next time.